Hi, my name's Leon Hurley. I am Associate Editor for Official PlayStation Magazine.co.uk.
And I'm Phil Ivaniuk, I'm staff writer at Official PlayStation Magazine UK.
Now we're looking at Dragon's Dogma, which so far has been pitched to me as a cross between Skyrim and Dark Souls. Is that kind of fair assessment?
To an extent, yeah. I mean, there's the open world of Skyrim, there's obviously the dragons, which you just got a glimpse of there. There's the first dragon in the game, who you don't actually fight, he's just there to scare you a bit. And there's the extreme difficulty as well of Dark Souls. It's not actually as sadistic, I'd say, as Dark Souls. You've got pawns there. You can see the companion just lingering in the background.
Pawns doesn't sound like an encouraging name for a sidekick.
It's such a strange term, isn't it, to sort of completely depersonalise people.
You use them. Is that the idea?
Well, they're a race of sort of not quite human characters that are basically there to serve you. It's a very sort of self-aware RPG mechanic.
Okay.
So their sole purpose is to help you on your quest.
So is it open world? I mean, the environments look lovely. I mean, and we're seeing a map here. Do you have a huge area to explore? Is it more sort of constrained?
It's relatively open world. It's not quite Skyrim. What I would say is that there are a couple of so like these mountains here. You can't sort of spend hours trying to jump your way across and find a new area in the way that you can pretty much go anywhere in Skyrim. You're guided through kind of mountain pathways and things. The area is, huge to explore, but it's not quite. It doesn't quite have that same feeling of like, wow, I'm just plonked in this world and I can do anything.
What's the combat like? I mean, were there different classes? I'm guessing this guy's obviously an archer.
Yeah, so he's I'm not sure if he's called a rogue. He's basically the standard RPG rogue character. So he's all about daggers and archery. There's his daggers at work there. There are only three combat classes. There's the warrior, and then there's the rogue, and there's the mage.
Yeah.
And you get kind of special abilities for each of those combat powers as you go through the game. It's similar to Kingdoms of Amalur, actually. So you'll get a sort of rain arrows power for your archery, or you'll get increasingly powerful spells for if you're a mage, etc.
Okay, so what is the actual story behind it all? We saw the dragon earlier. You said you didn't fight him. I know he's involved.
Yeah, it's a very mercurial start to the game, really, and the best thing I can say about Dragon's Dogma is that you just don't have any expectations. It's so non-derivative of any other RPG. So the story sort of loosely focuses on this dragon that sort of picks out your heart at the start of the game and keeps it on the end of its claw, and then very, dastardly kind of just consumes your heart. Somehow you're still alive, which indicates that you're some sort of special hero, savior of the world, as per usual. And it's basically your job to rid the world of evil in the form of, as far as we know at this point in the preview code, the dragon. Okay,
we saw the skills briefly there. How does the sort of your character progress? Because obviously, I like playing an RPG. I like to sort of the lure of the next sort of level is the thing that keeps you going. Is it? Do you feel like you get more powerful as you go?
Yeah, it's not as lateral as, again, we're drawing Skyrim comparisons left, right, and centre, but that is the big game to beat. When you level up, you kind of just get better at what you're already good at. You don't really get a chance to suddenly become good at alchemy, things like that.
Okay, and who would you recommend it to? Fans of what?
It's actually a fairly hardcore RPG, so I'd say it's not the most accessible. The mechanics aren't as smooth as other games, but for experienced RPGers that want something a little bit different, it's perfect so far.